Dor from MMT here, and I just wanted to talk about a concept which has been pressing on my mind a little bit for the last week or so, and that is respecting the art or artistic component of therapy. Now that might sound a little bit woo-woo, a little bit esoteric for the scientifically minded person, but I think this is a very real and necessary thing that's not really discussed, in the scientific world. Obviously, we need a baseline knowledge and understanding of anatomy and different techniques and so forth to give us competency and I think the appeal of the science in general and scientific methodologies is that it gives us categorical understanding of different, efficacy of different techniques, maybe things like that, and that's totally necessary and it's totally useful and practical, and that's great. But what I'm seeing is it can become a little bit robotic and systematized, and we can start treating people like objects, and just going from textbook to reality to person to person, and treat them like a robot when people aren't robots, and there are these softer kind of elements which are really, really important and can make a big difference in the actual end result. So I don't think we're properly paying heed to the benefits that we can get from paying attention to this artistic component. And it makes sense that it's not as discussed, it's not as, because it's not as clear cut, it's not as easy to explain, it's not as easy to teach, and it's not as easy to pin down and quantify. And these things, these artful components might be like just being present, your level of presence and acuity in the situation, and paying attention to the words that people are saying and how they're saying them, and how they're vocalizing and what that means. So the techniques to use and how it's being received. There might be variations from one moment to the next, from one session to the next. Different clients will obviously have different ways that work or don't work for them, and so there's a multitude of different ways that this art of therapy, the way it's handled, and I think having flexibility, having presence, these things are really important for the end result. So hopefully at MMT, I think we consider and acknowledge the importance of that artistic component, the more esoteric component of therapy, and bring it into our rooms and get our customers results.